historic day in Detroit as the bankruptcy trial gets underway. As it started, there was a request for a temporary restraining order on water shutoffs. And we begin our bankruptcy coverage with Nima Shafee live in Detroit with more now on this developing story. Nima, the city just ended a moratorium on the shutoffs. What's behind this latest request?
Joanne, that's a good question. It's an attorney that's representing 10 Detroit Water and Sewage Department consumers that's behind this latest request. In fact, attorney Alice Jennings went before Judge Stephen Rhodes early this morning before the actual proceedings began for the bankruptcy trial and asked Judge Rhodes to actually temporarily halt shutoffs from occurring again, essentially issuing yet another moratorium. She represents 10 people who are customers of Detroit's Water and Sewage Department, one being a 91-year-old woman who is on a feeding tube who at one time faced shutoff. The attorney telling the court the city has no procedure in place where customers can dispute their bills and even mentioned customers can be shut off while waiting on a hearing because their requests, get this, can take over a year to be heard. Jennings also saying she and her legal team will work with the city's attorneys to come up with a comprehensive plan to help customers in dispute with the water department and become current with their bills.
Our position with the judge is we are here on an equitable basis. The city of Detroit has no authority and any morality to come here and shut off water.
Now, Judge Stephen Rhodes is expected to issue a written ruling on whether or not he'll actually grant these temporary, the temporary moratorium. That, of course, will come down later this afternoon. We will continue to keep you updated.
While opening statements are expected to get underway today in the city's bankruptcy trial. This morning, the judge has been going through pretrial motions and issues. 7 Action News investigator Jim Kurtzner is at the federal courthouse. He joins us live with the latest on the trial now. Jim.
Yes, this is a trial on confirmation on the city's plan of adjustment. This is a bench trial in front of Judge Stephen Rhodes. He alone will decide all these issues. There's no jury involved. And of course, with federal court, there are no cameras inside. But take a look at some of the components that we will see play out here over the course of the next several weeks. The first question is the city's plan feasible? The judge can accept it, reject it, or alter it. It eliminates billions of dollars in debt. Plus, it provides $1.4 billion over 10 years to run the city and actually improve city services. Is it fair and equitable? Of course, we've seen the retirees, some 23,000, support the plan, in large part because of the grand bargain that softens their pension cuts, saves the art from being sold over at the Detroit Institute. But Wall Street creditors are the big obstacle here. They are even calling it this morning in pretrial motions unfair and discrimination. The two biggest players, Syncora and Financial Guarantee, two Wall Street bond insurers standing to lose more than $1 billion in Detroit's bankruptcy. In fact, Syncora may even go bankrupt. We're going to see a ton of exhibits, 80 witnesses, experts, including one from the judge to help him decide whether the plan is fair and equitable. Each side given 85 hours. That's the city as well as objectors. That's approximately 2 weeks of trial for each side. That's why they're saying this is likely to run through September and into early October. Joanne?
And then, Jim, we're getting close to Kevin Orr's term being up, though, while this may still be going on, correct?
Yeah, his final date is September the 27th, and my sources tell me they're still working out behind the scenes, turning over power to the mayor and city council, but also allowing Kevin Orr to stay in some capacity to see this bankruptcy through to the end.
All right, we'll look forward to an update later on today, Jim. Thank you so much. And be sure to stay tuned to 7 Action News and WXYZ.com for the latest developments on the bankruptcy trial.